You are not prepared to bring one other human being into your company. Here's why. If they hear you talk about a lead the way you just talked to me about that lead, your company's, it's ruined before it started. As soon as they hear you say one thing bad about a lead, you've given them the rite of passage to think the way you think. And once they hear it, they can't unhear it. You're gonna lose deals, you're gonna get fucked over, people are gonna betray you. That's what you signed up for in this game right here. So if you can handle all that, and how do you handle it? This right here has to be the strongest thing you carry around. Right here. If you can get this mentally tough, you will beat your competition. Because the competition right now today is as soft as it's ever been. They're soft. They cannot handle the game they signed up for. People come to me all the time, they're like, Eric, is it saturated? Should I go in this market? Is it saturated? I said, yes, it's saturated. With fucking lames. With lames. They can't handle us. Who in here is running from a life that they no longer want? Huh? That's me. I'm that guy. Who's running towards a life they want? Okay. You got to figure out why. You got to figure out why every day. Why you get up every day and do this damn thing.
What's the best follow-up sequence you're finding? Is it live transfers or like I'm here, I'm missing an appointment, and then they go into the follow-up sequence? Is there like that's a thing I'm already starting to struggle with?
What I would encourage you to do at some point is you need to have an SMS campaign that's gonna beat the shit out of those leads for you. A lot of people talk about lead managers. I personally don't like lead managers. So we put, and write this down, you could do it. You have, every time a lead comes to our ecosystem, and someone's pointed out, I didn't know we were missing day 9. But we put a lead through the 10 days of hell, okay? And if I showed you lead generation to contract out of 45 contracts in a month, you would see 20 plus of those come within the first 9 days. So you got to remember, when you get a lead, you have to beat the shit out of it when you first get that. That's when it's the hottest. Time kills all deals. Yeah. But because you are spending money on marketing, when you get a lead today, they don't always close today. They don't always close tomorrow. They don't always close a week from now, maybe not 30 days from now. It could be 6 months from now. Where I think a lot of people mess up, what's your average talk time on a lead?
For me, I would say it would be anywhere between 10 to 40 minutes.
10 to 40.
Yeah.
Got it.
Depending on their motivation and depending on how it's, because there's the people that pick up, which is another question I have, which is, give me, I wasn't thinking about selling my house, but I'm getting cash, and then you.
I love that. Hear what he just said right there? I'll get somebody on the phone. I wasn't thinking about selling my house, but if the price is right.
Yeah, but if the price is right, yeah.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What do you think about that lead?
They're probably not serious.
Yeah. This guy's gonna lose a boatload of cash. Yeah. His marketing dollars are gonna go to the toilet. Yeah. This is why. You have how many VAs?
4.
How many VAs do you have? 1. How many VAs do you have? 1. How many VAs do you guys have? 4. How many do you guys have? 0. How many do you have? 1. How many do you guys have? 3. 2. 2. How many do you guys have? 3. We're gonna have here soon 10. Yeah. That homeowner's getting called by a shit ton of VAs. Correct. Shit tons. So when you call them, you realize what that lead's been through already, right?
Yeah, already beat up, yeah.
Okay, so why would they have stayed on the phone? Where are your VAs out of?
Philippines.
Okay, Filipinos, love them.
Yeah.
Why would that homeowner have stayed on the phone? Hold on, because if you can't fix this, you're gonna go broke quick. Why would that homeowner have stayed on that phone? Answering all those silly questions they've answered 100 times. about selling their house and then say, yes, have that company give me a call? Why would they have done that?
Because they might be serious.
They might?
Yeah.
No, motherfucker, they're serious. Might?
Yeah.
Might?
Yeah.
When's the last time you got a call
Yeah. No,
from somebody? Do you own a house?
Yeah.
All right. When's the last time you spent 3 to 5 minutes talking to somebody in another country, whether they had great English or poor English? When's the last time you stayed on the phone for 3 to 5 minutes?
I haven't.
Why?
Because I wouldn't be serious to do it, yeah.
There you go. As soon as you change that, remember what I said up here, dude? There's no word track, really. You got to change this right here. As soon as you change this, everything changes. Because this is what happens. It's you and what? One other guy?
Yeah.
Okay, what does the one other guy do with you?
Dispo, more so.
Dispo, okay? Or do you have intentions on building a team?
It's looking like we're going to have to build a team. Yeah.
Okay, you are not prepared to bring one other human being into your company.
Yeah.
Here's why. If they hear you talk about a lead the way you just talked to me about that lead, your company's, it's ruined before it started. As soon as they hear you say one thing bad about a lead, you've given them the rite of passage to think the way you think. And once they hear it, they can't unhear it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that lead that says, yeah, if the price is right, you know what? I completely understand. I wouldn't sell the house either if the price wasn't right. My job is to get you as much money as humanly possible, and that's why we're on the call today. It's as simple as that. And then our job as a closer is to move the sale forward. If they answered and they said hello, our job is to keep their interest, separate us from the competition. Dude, in the very beginning, when most companies struggle, the reason our man Lucas right here has struggled, he doesn't understand, but I've listened to everything that he said. I've tried texting, I tried this other lead source, I tried this, and I go, oh, damn, he's got a conversion problem. He spent 25 grand generating leads, and he couldn't convert a single lead. That's a problem. That's a conversion problem. And in the very beginning, dude, even when you start scaling a team, dude, you bring on the wrong person to your team, and you double your marketing dollars, and you don't train them on closing deals, dude, you can go to the bottom quick, super quick in this industry because it's not cheap to generate leads. So like you got to focus on lead gen and sales in the beginning. That is it. Hey, what's going on? I want to congratulate you for making it to the end. What does that mean? You're in the 1% club. No one else stuck around. You did. What I want you to do is subscribe. More importantly, comment below. That way I know exactly who you are and we can get to know one another. Every single week, by you turning your notifications on, you're not gonna miss the sales training that's gonna keep you in this 1% club. Comment below, subscribe. I'm gonna see you in the next video. Let's continue to refuse to lose.